Hello everyone, welcome back to another Let's Play of Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego. Now we're going to continue where we left off with case number 3 and 4, if I can. Excuse me.
Here's what we know so far. To start your investigation, call Acme Travel Service. Over and out.
We're headed to Florida. And as usual, we're going to turn off this music because I need to focus and I don't know if it's copyrighted. So this one is a male, and his hair has a bit of a nutmeg color. I don't know what that means. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. The Getaway Arch. Okay, so I did some research on Google. One, the Getaway Arch is from Missouri, and the hair color is supposed to be brown, but sometimes it's red. But I think it's brown because I know what nutmeg powder looks like. You know, the one that you use for eggnog. That's what the color is. And hopefully I'm right, because if not, then this will be a problem. But Wanda will let me know that if the evidence eliminate all suspects, that means it's not accurate. Here's one of the vital henchmen. I gotta write that down. Okay, so going to Hollywood to make movies and then stop returning my calls. He loves the downhill cross country. He loves to downhill and cross country. What does that even mean? Okay, so I researched this sentence, and apparently it's skiing. So this male suspect's favorite sport is skiing. And let's search the shop just for more clues. Death Valley. I think I have written Death Valley, and it's in California. I wonder if Hollywood is in California. I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about that. Here comes that scapegoat file number looking at us in the bioscope or something. Not bioscope. Some sort of like thing that you can see through when you go outside. I don't know. Let's talk to Belle.
I'd say his eyes were the color of the muddy Mississippi.
So the eye color is like muddy Mississippi. So if it's muddy, that means it's gotta be brown. So hold on. Hold on for a minute. Okay, so I managed to get the suspect list. And I believe it's either Ray. But the problem is that his sport is dancing, not skiing. So who else has... There's Hugo. I think it could be Hugo. Hugo is like the only person that skis and has both the color of brown in his head and eyesight. So it's definitely got to be him. But I don't want to say yet. Niagara Falls. I gotta make sure I write that down. Central Park. I don't know if this is in the list, but let's see. According to this, Niagara Falls is in New York. Let me see if I can find New York in this list. I wrote it down, but it's like it's very hard to see where I wrote it down to. Here comes that wrestler again. I have it wrote down, but I can't see it. It's like I'm trying to find it, but I don't know if I wrote it down. Yeah, I wrote it down. It's just on the next page. I gotta put it like I put a number on it so that I can, you know. So it's between Australia and Coutts Bay. I gotta make sure what these are located. And this person likes salsa dancing. Well, technically salsa music. And I gotta write this down. Okay, so these two locations are in the same state, which is this one. Uh-oh. They brought a skunk just to get us to stink. But it doesn't work because this is a video game, not reality. If it was reality, that would be very bad. Regardless, it looks like we know who the culprit is, but let's get a warrant to see who it is.
Warrant Division, Wanda speaking. Okay. Here's your warrant.
Yep, it's Hugo. So that means we gotta catch him. And in case you're wondering why I'm eating a pretzel with hummus. However, it's not the hummus that I like. It's the original.
Order in the court. The court finds the defendant guilty.
And I don't eat pretzels because they're too salty. And even if the one that I have is not salty, it's just, you know.
Hey, nice work.
Thank you. I only have 2 to solve the case before the next promotion.
Okay, are you ready for another case?
Yes, sir.
Here's what we know about the case. To start your investigation, phone Acme Travel Service. Now get going.
We're headed to Delaware. I do need to write the origin locations down before I forget, in case these two comes back. All right. So it's a female, and she was looking for a partner. It's not poker, but it's some sort of dance. So I believe it's a female. Excuse me. Why do I say that? It's a woman who loves to dance. Plain and simple. That's her favorite sport. Something to do with the border, which is this one right here. Let's see what it says here. Los Angeles. Wait a minute. Los Angeles is familiar to me. Is it California? Los Angeles, California? Yes, it is. I'm glad I guessed it. And here comes the granny, who is the henchman of Vile. And she splattered frosting so that we can be stuck. But, once again, it does not work that way because this is a video game. And I'll probably do case 5 in this video too. Hopefully it won't be that hard. But for now, he says that something to do with the path of Charleston and solitaire. So, obviously, this female suspect likes to play card games. So, something to do with Charleston. Okay, so we have these clues that basically have a capital letter S and C. And I believe it could mean South Carolina. It could mean South Carolina. As you can see, it has the S and the C on it. So what else could it be? Let's find out if this is the right one. Yes, it is. And here comes that spray paint girl again. We're definitely going to skip that. Some type of river with New London. In New London. Which I gotta figure this out. This lady likes salsa music. So something to do with New England. Not New England, New London. We have the Mystic Marine Life Aquarium. I don't know if it's Connecticut or New Hampshire at this point. Hartford. Let me try to write this down. Okay. So, I do believe it's Connecticut. Because, for some reason, Connecticut gives me that, you know, I don't know. And here comes another Vile member, or Vile henchman. He brought the scissors, but he thinks it's too small. So he brought the biggest shear ever, but it is too heavy. That's exactly what he gets. Let's call Sally.
I just bet she was wearing a red wig.
A red wig? That only means that she has the hair color. So the hair color is red. So, what the waiter said. She took a gamble and head off to a flashy gambling oasis. What does that even mean? Las Vegas. I wonder if it means Nevada? Because that's the only place that has casinos and all. Yeah. Uh-oh. A fire hydrant. The vile suspect is here, trying to stop us. However... Oh my goodness. Sending out all the fishes. Alright, so... A female that has red hair loves to play card games. She also likes to dance and listens to salsa music. So let me get my papers of suspects here. Okay, so let's get a warrant. Because I know who it is,
Warrant
but I
division.
wanted to make sure.
Wanda speaking.
Hello, Wanda.
Okay. Here's your warrant.
That's her, Mayhem. I don't know why I said it like that. Let's find her. Alright, we did it. Let's see if she's guilty.
Order in the court. The court finds the defendant guilty.
Yes, that's our culprit.
You're a born detective.
Thank you very much. We only have one more case to solve before we receive another promotion. Now, I don't know if I'm going to solve case 5 because I might get it wrong, but let's try it.
Okay, are you ready for another case? Here's what we know so far. To start your investigation, phone Acme Travel Service. Over and out.
We're headed to Pennsylvania because the Liberty Bell is probably missing. Alright, enough of that. Okay. It's a male who is really interested in horticulture. I keep forgetting what that word is. According to Google, it has something to do with like vegetables and all this kind of gardening stuff, so this is probably his hobby. Excuse me. The gang in Petibos. I don't know what that is, but we're about to find out. Alright, let's travel to see if we can find this one. Let's see if this is the right one, because I Google searched it. Yep, it's the one. It's Mississippi. Ah, that wrestler again. I'm on the right track. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see what the fireman said. The initials Y, not Y. What am I saying? The initials is WY, excuse me, which means it has to be Wyoming. And then there's some records of Billie Holiday. I Google search it and it's definitely jazz music, but I wasn't sure of it. So there we go. Let's see if Wyoming is there. Yes, it is. And let's see if this is the right answer. The spray paint girl. The judge says something about Spokane. I think I have wrote down Spokane. But first, let me go ahead and talk to the professor.
He eats nothing but pasta.
He eats nothing but pasta. That means he likes Italian food. Kind of like me. Now, for some reason, I have wrote down... I don't remember I wrote down Spokane. Okay, so I'm not sure. So, apparently Spokane is like one of the Washington states, but I don't know if it's right. So, let me go ahead and investigate the courtroom and then we're going to ring up the crime net. Something to do with Walla Walla reports. I Google search Walla Walla, which I don't know why I said it like that, and apparently it is on Washington, I believe. So let's see if this is correct. Yes, it is. Here comes that skate girl again. Topeka. I think I remember Topeka. And then we have the 10 pins, which means that his favorite sport is bowling. We're definitely getting close to finding this culprit right now. And, hold on. I did wrote down Topeka. And apparently Topeka is Kansas. There it is. Uh-oh. Someone is shooting an arrow that says get lost. But we can't, because that means that we're definitely getting closer to the culprit. Now, I totally forgot who a male that likes to garden, eats Italian, bowls, and loves jazz music. Let's find out.
Warrant Division, Wanda here.
What do you think?
Here's your warrant.
Alright. Oh my goodness, so it's Kareem. I have wrote down Kareem, but I have not been able to fill out his last thing, which is food. So obviously it's Italian. But let's see if he's the culprit. Kareem Carmen.
Order in the court. The court finds the defendant guilty.
Yep, that's the guy. He is now guilty for what he has done. And now I know that he likes Italian food.
Good job. You did good. You've earned another promotion.
And guess what the promotion is? I think it's senior investigator. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sir investigator or senior. I'm gonna research that.
Okay, are you ready for another case?
Not today, sir, because I gotta end this part. Stay tuned for part 3, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for watching.